Have you been keeping up to date with the Jada Pinkett Smith stuff?
I have no idea that anything was even going on.
So she's got a new book out, or a new audiobook or something. She's releasing something. Of course, to release it, she has to throw Will Smith under the bus. If you wanted a blueprint of how to not be a wife, or how to be a terrible wife, or what relationship to not follow, it would be that one. Will Smith
Are they
and
still together?
Well, we're going to get to that. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett's relationship is absolutely shambolic. She is evil incarnate. She's honestly one of the most despicable people I've come across online in a while. Quite possibly the worst wife that Hollywood has ever produced. She just can't help throwing this man under the bus. You remember that scene in Scary Movie where the girl's getting fucked by the ghost and it's like fucking her up the wall? That's Jada with Tupac. She can't get this man's ghost stick out of her mouth. Every second of every waking moment, oh, Tupac was my soulmate. Tupac was this, Tupac. Meanwhile, Will was just sitting there. She's humiliated. I feel so bad for Will. I feel like his career...
But why is he sticking around?
I don't know. This is what we were talking about. I said to my friend, she must give the meanest top.
Wasn't the Will Smith video our first ever video, Midnight Rubbish?
The Will Smith video was the first ever one. Here we are talking about it a whole year later. The toppy has got to be extremely sloppy. There's no other way that this guy's sticking around. I don't understand. Even the thought of being in the same room with this woman makes me cringe.
Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me
Oh my goodness.
if you could film me.
Astaire, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
Because she don't just...
Would you say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay? So you can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start rolling. I'm standing in my house. Don't just start rolling.
Please watch Astaire at the Red Table because she's helped us a lot. Can't you tell?
All she cares about is promoting her stupid Red Talk or Red Table, whatever it's called, at the expense of Will. Do you see the look on his face?
Yeah, there's certain things you just need to keep behind closed doors.
Jada Pinkett Smith ain't shit compared to Will Smith. Let's be honest. She ain't shit compared to him. Will Smith is a juggernaut all on his own. He doesn't need her. I don't know why he sticks around for her.
The way she was talking to him in that clip, though, you can just imagine what it's like.
It's probably I'm willing to bet she's psychologically abusive towards him. Like she looks at the. I mean, the woman was having sexual relations with a guy the same age as her son in Will Smith's bed, and tried to call it an entanglement and had Will Smith sit there and take it. You see the look of you. Remember that clip?
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
As far as what?
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened? An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship. Now, in the process, and like you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner. I would definitely say we did.
Yeah.
He looks so defeated to be on national TV, and his wife is talking about smiling in his face, saying how she was getting piped by a guy half her age. Her son's fucking friend. And you've still got people online defending her. This woman is a succubus in every sense of the word. Who's that? Who's that?
I can't see. I haven't got my glasses on.
Who's that? That's Tupac. And that's Jada. And they're dancing over one of Will Smith's songs. Now, that would have been fine because this would have been back in the day when she was with Tupac, except she reposted this the other day.
Is that legitimately them?
That's Tupac.
Is that her?
Yes, that's her. This is a video that was shot ages ago. Obviously, Tupac's been gone for a long time. Now, this would have been okay because she wasn't officially dating Will Smith at this point, as far as I'm aware. But she's reposted that today.
They're making out like this stuff is normal to just reshare your partner. Or ex-partner, sorry.
Sab, imagine you got with a guy. And in 2023, after that partner had passed a long time ago, after he'd already spoken about her and like basically taking your ear off with it, that he reposts a video of them dancing together.
The thing is, when did her and Tupac break up whilst he was still alive, or were they in a relationship when he died?
No, she was with Will when he died.
Exactly. So it's not even like, maybe I could understand it if she was with him and he died while she was still with him, but breaking up and then someone passing away down the line, it doesn't.
It's crazy. Look how she's looking at him. This woman is infatuated with Tupac. She's posting video or pictures of her children writing letters to a man that has been dead for 20 years, 20 plus years. She's obsessed with him, and Will Smith has just had to deal with that. He was having to deal with that shit when Tupac was alive, because like Tupac was a gangster rapper, right? Tupac was like a hard man. Will Smith is like, you know, everyone can enjoy Will Smith's rap. He was not seen as a hard man, so he was already insecure around Tupac. And then to have your woman just fawn over this guy, even when he is 6 feet under.
Were you ever jealous of the love Jada had for Tupac?
Oh, fuck yeah.
I know
oh my no. God, that dude. And you know, and that was in the early days.
Yeah.
But this is it. If it was the other way around, you know, she would not stand for it.
Oh, of course not. She'd fucking dig her claws right into him.
Chris looks to me and he says, Jada, I meant no harm. Now, I'm just out of it because I'm really worried about
And
Will.
what's Will doing? He's just sitting there?
And Will's still talking. He's like, because now he's mad because Chris is talking to me. And I go, Chris, this is about some old That's all I could think to say, right? And I couldn't really take in his apology.
How unusual for Will, a guy who, on that kind of stage to do something so insane.
Absolutely.
It's totally
It's
out of
not
character.
him whatsoever.
Will Smith, remember, he slapped Chris Rock round the face for disrespecting his wife.
Yeah.
Remember, that was the words he said, keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. That's what he said. Remember that? Well, it turns out...
I feel like you're a straight talker.
I am.
Except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us how to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, you know? And we hadn't figured that out.
Why did the relationship fracture?
Oh, why it fractured, that's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
Jada says she considered a legal divorce, but could never go through with it.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. And I just haven't been able to break that promise.
But you still live separately.
We live separately.
Don't you think it's funny that she's saying that they were going to work through it when all the BS comes from her?
Yeah.
All the problems seem to stem from her. What exactly is Will Smith working through? Am I missing something here? You were fucking a boy half your age. You are obsessed over Tupac. You continuously air this man's dirty laundry online, and then you sit there and smile about it. What work does Will Smith have to do exactly? What does he owe you? Is there something that we're missing here? This woman's a bitch in every sense of the word. She's a disgusting, sniveling, and she's there making out like this is Will Smith's fault. She has dragged this man's name through the mud. I have no sympathy for her and any of the bullshit that she puts out.
A lot of people might not know, but he proposed to you while he was in jail.
I talk about this in the book when I go to see him in Rikers, when I wrote about that in the book, and when I had to talk about it, speak my words for the audible version of the book. That was probably one of the more painful parts, seeing him there, the condition that he was in, and having to leave him there. And he was in bad shape. And so when he asked me to get married, he was at Rikers. And I knew at that time that he needed somebody to do time with him, which I was going to do anyway. You didn't have to marry me to do time, right? I'm here.
I see why we love you.
And then to, like, he needed a rock. He needed because of our friendship and because of everything we had been through together, he just wanted to feel that solidified foundation. You know, because I promise you, he would have married me and divorced me as soon as his ass left jail. He would have.
Right.
I'll be real with it.
Right. Because so many people in that position don't have support.
Right.
None at all.
None. You know?
And he got the best.
Right. He was just like, look. And I just think it was the mind state that he was in. You know? He wrote me this long letter. And I think even before Pac went to jail, he was starting to shift in a certain manner.
Good or bad?
Good. Really good. And I think that for him, he just felt like, okay, if I can tether myself, it'll keep me on a trajectory.
You see the way she's talking about Pac? She is clearly in love with him. Like, she still loves him. Right? Even though he's been gone for so long, she's still in love with him. But she chose to be Will Smith. Imagine being Will Smith and sitting there watching your wife, who we believe to be his wife anyway up until yesterday, and watching her talk about another man like that.
Do you know what? I think we're never going to know what goes on behind closed doors. And I think that her and Will must have been at a point where they're really not together anymore for her to be doing an interview like this and talking the way she's talking. Because she's not talking like someone who's a married woman and is in love with her husband.
Yeah, but she just seems to call the shots. He went up and slapped the shit out of Chris Rock, right? Let us not forget, keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. That was, I've still got the screen recording here.
Wow, dude. Yeah. It was a G.I. Jane. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. I'm going to, okay? So I can go. That was the greatest night in the history of television. Okay. So we are here.
That moment is going to live on in TV forever. No one will ever forget that. And to me, it seemed like Will Smith was trying to prove himself as like a hard man to Jada because she was in love with Tupac, who was a legitimate, like, been on the streets, lived a rough life. Will seems psychologically damaged to me.
Yeah.
He seems like she's got her foot on his neck, even if he won't admit it. And she calls the shots. When she wants to reveal when information is revealed, it's revealed by Jada, right? Will Smith never says anything. Never says anything. He does his films. I don't think he does music anymore. But when shit comes out about the Smith family, it comes from Jada every single time. Now, just to add insult to injury, I'm not going to play the video in here because it's got a whole bunch of background music and the video will probably get claimed. But she said that Chris Rock asked her out on a date whilst her and Will were together. That's one of the things that she said in the interview.
Wow.
That Chris Rock was under the impression they broke up, and that when they had broken up initially at some point in like before 2016, Chris Rock immediately called her and said, "Hey, can I take you out?" Now, first of all, I don't believe her. I do not believe her. I think she has a stick up her ass. I think she thinks everybody likes her way more than what she thinks. But just to say some shit like that on TV, man, like, have you not embarrassed Will enough? When will it end? How can you not see that you are dragging this? Even if he doesn't see, even if he says, "Oh, this is mine and my baby's related," Will Smith is damaged goods. You are trampling all over this man's legacy. Now, I'm not putting all the blame on her because Will Smith is a man. He has a backbone. He should stand up to her. He doesn't need her. He's Will Smith. People would take Will Smith back in a heartbeat as the Fresh Prince or whatever if he just turned it around. I know it seems like the damage has been done and there's not much left that she can do, but trust me, Jada will find something to humiliate him over. But I would be willing to look past all of this bullshit. And did that just move?
What?
That Halloween, this witch, that just moved.
Moved
I just watched it. Just moved. It moved towards us. I just watched it move.
Which one, left or right?
The one closer to me, right?
No, you're bugging.
I'm not.
You are.
I promise you, I'm not. That just moved.
You're bugging. You're actually bugging.
All right. Well, that's the end of the video. I don't really have anything else left to say. I promise you, I saw that move.
You're bugging.
I'm not bugging.
Move how? Like.
Look at it. It's
forward. What? Like that.
No, like slanted. Like, look, it's slightly slanted. It's not straight like the other one.
Maybe it fell then.
Fell where?
On its stick, just fell a little bit.
Do you have anything you want to add?
No, I'm lost now. That was just too random. Move again.
Don't do that, or you live it as your problem. So I was at EGX this weekend, the European game.
I can't see. I actually can't see.
Can you tell me before I start talking?
I can't see.
Apologize.
Sorry. I can't see. So I can't listen to you whilst you're talking from getting over there?
We're doing a video, Sab.
Yeah?
You can't just walk off camera.
Yeah, I can. I can do whatever I want.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. This isn't customer services.
This is Michael Services. Anyway, we were at...
Oh my fucking God.
What?
I don't know, but it just scared me because I just looked at the face. Was the face always... It's moved again. No, I swear to God, it wasn't like... No, I swear to God, it actually wasn't like that, was it? Or was it? Am I bugging? Am I now bugging?
I don't know. I mean... Let me just record it so people know what we're looking at. For those of you who are wondering what we were looking at on the video, it's this thing here. Why do you even have this in your pub?
It's Halloween.
Yeah, but I can't. That shit's creepy. So we were recording a video on Jada Pinkett Smith and Will, and this thing moved. I saw it move, and Sabi's saying she's just seen it move now as well, but I didn't see it move.
I never saw it move, but it just looks different.
Well, I don't know, man. That's I definitely saw that move. So I was at the European Gaming Show, EGX, right? And there's all this commotion on the Tekken stand. Guess who shows up? Fucking Just Stop Oil.
No.
While these guys are playing, it's the quarterfinals, I think. And they come up and they start fucking spraying the screen. Thousands of pounds worth. Destroying the equipment. Let me show you the video. I was actually there when this happened. I didn't see it, unfortunately. My friends came over and told me because I was at the Nintendo stand when it was happening. I think everyone was like, go tell Mike, go tell Mike. If I'd seen these pricks, obviously security got to them before I could, I would have lost everything that I was doing.
No, it's not worth it, Michael.
Oh man. You just oil pricks. You are the worst scum. Honestly, but take a look at this.
Round for Joker very quickly with a bang too. And you know the thing about Joker is that he likes to play that what the? What's going on?
We are Just Stop Oil, and we are demanding that the UK government immediately cease all new licensing of coal, oil, and gas. The UK government is playing with our lives. We've got tipping point after tipping point, and they continue.
So what would you have done?
In an ideal world, I would have broken their faces. Realistically, I probably would have spat at them. I might have threatened one of them. Might have thrown a paper airplane at them. Something that I'm not going to get in too much trouble for. I think that they're just scumbags. They just ruined a tournament that seems to be running pretty fine before they got there. They cost people a lot of money. They think because more eyes are getting on their content by doing something like that, because they were live streaming at the time, that more people are going to move over to their side. I can tell you right now that's not going to happen. Almost unanimously, everyone was like, fuck these guys. Everyone. Even the people that I disagree with socially and politically were like, fuck those guys, man. Just Stop Oil are a band of waste cadets. That's all they are. They are bored, rich kids that have nothing better to do with their time than ruin the days of people that are just trying to get by. Trying to enjoy a European gaming expedition. Trying to enjoy playing some Tekken. And you guys, instead of going to Rishi Sunak's house or some politician, you come to a gaming show and do something like that. Don't you think you get more eyes on Sky News if you went and threw that shit on Rishi Sunak's garden or something? Now, why are you coming to a gaming show? You guys are scumbags. You're all waste. I hope someone teaches you guys a lesson.
You're targeting the wrong audience.
No one's going to help you. No one. None of those people rate you. You're all scum. I will actively encourage people to stand against Just Stop Oil. Don't support them. I won't even say ignore them, because they're going to continuously go around and do this, whether we talk about it or not. They're going to keep on doing it. But their efforts are completely misplaced. They're doing it to the people that they want on their side, whilst the politicians sit in their houses and they do nothing about that. I mean, you know where House of Parliament is. You know where 10 Downing Street is. Right? Police stations, whatever else. Places where you might actually want to, not even a police station, like just somewhere with a government institution. But instead you come to regular people that are just trying to enjoy a day out. Like, as if the cost of living shit isn't bad enough. And all the bullshit going on in London, and people come to a gaming show and you start doing that. Guys are like bottom of the barrel scumbags. Like, honestly, I mean that. If there was no way, if I couldn't get in trouble, I know if the expert couldn't get in trouble, your asses would have get stomped out for that. You're lucky the security got to you before other people did. My people run over to me, they're like, Mike, guess what's happened? I was like, this did not fucking happen. I didn't see it. I was so mad
that you wasn't there.
I know that. I tried to get there as quickly as possible, but the security already got them. I would have just liked to give them a piece of my mind. I mean, obviously, I don't want to go to prison.
Well, they're not outside by the time you, like...
No, they taken their ass. Hopefully, they get jail time.
It's just that vandalism is horrible. And that guy was sitting there as well. Like, what is that going on him? Because if that went on me, I'll switch.
Yeah, there was a couple guys in the crowd where if they were playing on screen, some people be on life support right now. Mm-hmm. They were lucky that I think there's two players, Kane and Trench and Joker. I don't know Joker myself, but I've spoken to Kane and Trench. He's a nice guy. He's a nice, chill, calm guy. But if my boy Ajax was up there, their necks would have been broken. I'm telling you right now, their necks would have been snapped. My boy Justin was up there. It might have been Arms House. Like, there's certain man, they got lucky that there was those two guys playing up there and not me or Ajax or King J or, somewhere in the crowd that is about that life. Because I promise you, if you got paint on my shit, yeah, I would have gotten in trouble for it. It would have been a dumb thing to do, but impulsively, I would have slapped one of them. Or at least taken the paint off them and thrown it in their face. Like, who the fuck do you people think you are? Bunch of bitches, man.